What if the next global tennis superstar isn't being compared to another women's champion, but to Carlos Alcaraz? At first, that sounds impossible. One is the biggest name in men's tennis. The other is a young Filipina still writing her own story. But over the past few months, something unexpected has started happening. More and more tennis fans are noticing striking similarities between Alex Eala and Carlos Alcaraz. Not because they play the same style, and not because they've won the same titles. It's something much deeper. The way they fight, the way they inspire, and the way they seem completely fearless against the biggest names in the sport. So why is everyone suddenly putting Alex Eala and Carlos Alcaraz in the same conversation? The answer has nothing to do with hype, and everything to do with their incredible journey. For years, Alex Eala was known as a promising junior from the Philippines. She left home at just 13 years old to chase a dream most people thought was nearly impossible. Moving to Spain wasn't simply about improving her tennis. It meant leaving behind her family, her friends, and everything familiar. Most teenagers would struggle with that kind of pressure. Alex embraced it. She trained day after day at the Rafa Nadal Academy, one of the toughest environments in world tennis, learning not only how to hit a better forehand, but how to think like a champion. Meanwhile, Carlos Alcaraz was building his own reputation in Spain. He wasn't just another talented junior. He quickly became known for playing with unbelievable confidence, attacking the world's best players without fear. That fearless mentality turned him into one of the fastest rising stars tennis has ever seen. Now fans are beginning to see that same confidence in Alex Eala. She doesn't walk onto the court hoping to compete. She walks on believing she belongs. And that's a huge difference. The biggest reason people compare these two isn't because their games look identical. It's because of their mentality. Neither player seems intimidated by rankings. Whether they're facing a former Grand Slam champion or a top 5 player, their body language barely changes. They keep attacking. They keep believing. And perhaps most importantly, they never stop fighting. That attitude has become Alex Eala's trademark. Every tournament has added another chapter to her growing reputation. Instead of playing safe against elite opponents, she has repeatedly shown the courage to take risks when the biggest moments arrive. That's exactly what made Carlos Alcaraz so exciting when he first exploded onto the ATP Tour. Fans didn't simply watch him because he won. They watched because every match felt unpredictable. Now people are beginning to feel the same excitement whenever Alex steps onto the court. No one knows what might happen next. And that's what creates stars. Another fascinating connection between Alex Eala and Carlos Alcaraz is their maturity. Despite their young age, both carry themselves with remarkable composure. After big victories, they stay humble. After painful defeats, they don't make excuses. Instead, they talk about learning, improving, coming back stronger. That mindset isn't common. It's built through years of discipline. For Alex, much of that discipline came from growing up inside the Rafa Nadal Academy, where resilience is considered just as important as talent. Many players have powerful shots. Many players have incredible athletic ability, but very few develop the mental toughness required to survive at the highest level. Alex appears to be building exactly that. Another reason these comparisons continue growing is the impact both players have had on their countries. Carlos Alcaraz became the new face of Spanish tennis after Rafael Nadal. Suddenly, millions of young kids wanted to play because of him. Alex Eala is creating something equally special in the Philippines. Tennis has never enjoyed the same popularity there as basketball or boxing. But every time Alex wins, more young Filipinos start believing that reaching the world's biggest tournaments is possible. That's how sporting movements begin. Not with trophies, with inspiration. People don't remember only the championships. They remember the athlete who made them dream. Alex is becoming that athlete. Of course, there are still major differences. Carlos Alcaraz has already achieved incredible milestones that few players in history can match. Alex Eala is still climbing. Her journey is only beginning. Comparing achievements right now wouldn't be fair, but comparing their attitude, their courage, their hunger, that's where fans see something special. Even tennis analysts have pointed out how quickly Alex has developed after spending years training in Spain and learning from one of tennis' greatest environments. Success in modern tennis isn't only about hitting harder. It's about adapting faster, recovering quicker, believing longer. Alex continues improving each season, adding new weapons while becoming more comfortable on the bigger stages. That's exactly how future champions are built. Not overnight, but one breakthrough after another. Perhaps the biggest similarity between Alex Eala and Carlos Alcaraz is something that statistics can't measure. They make people excited to watch tennis. Before the first serve, fans genuinely believe something unforgettable could happen. That's rare. Very few players have that effect. It's not just about winning matches. It's about creating moments. Moments that spread across social media. Moments that inspire new fans. Moments people remember years later. Alex Eala is beginning to create those moments more often. And that's why her name keeps appearing in bigger conversations. Whether these comparisons continue will depend on what happens next. The pressure will only increase. Expectations will grow. Opponents will study her game even more carefully. That's the price of becoming a rising star. But if there's one thing Alex has already proven, it's that pressure doesn't scare her. It motivates her. And maybe that's the biggest reason people see a little bit of Carlos Alcaraz in her. Not because she's trying to become the next Carlos Alcaraz, but because she's becoming the very first Alex Eala. And if her journey continues on this path, the tennis world may soon stop comparing her to anyone at all. Because the next generation of players might one day be compared to Alex Eala herself. But there may be one more reason these comparisons have become impossible to ignore. Both Alex Eala and Carlos Alcaraz seem to thrive when the pressure is at its highest. Some athletes play their best when everything is comfortable. Others become even stronger when the spotlight gets brighter. Alex appears to belong in the second group. Every major tournament brings bigger expectations. Every draw becomes tougher. Every opponent studies her game more carefully. Yet instead of shrinking under that pressure, she continues to embrace the challenge. That's a trait fans have seen in Alcaraz throughout his career. Whether he was playing a Grand Slam final or facing one of the greatest champions in tennis history, he never looked overwhelmed by the occasion. His aggressive style, positive energy, and willingness to take risks became his signature. Alex has started showing flashes of that same fearless attitude. She doesn't simply try to survive against higher-ranked opponents. She looks for opportunities to challenge them. She trusts her shots, believes in her preparation, and refuses to let reputation decide the outcome before the first point is played. That confidence is something every champion eventually develops. Another interesting similarity is the relationship both players have with their supporters. Carlos Alcaraz quickly became one of the most loved athletes in tennis because of his personality. Fans appreciated not only his incredible shot-making but also the joy he brought to every match. Win or lose, he played with passion and respect. Alex Eala is earning that same admiration. Across social media, thousands of supporters continue celebrating every milestone she reaches. Young athletes see her as proof that dedication can open doors far beyond their hometown. Parents point to her journey as an example of discipline, sacrifice, and resilience. That kind of influence cannot be measured by rankings alone. It represents something much bigger, the ability to inspire an entire generation. And perhaps that's why so many people are excited about what comes next. Alex's story is still being written. Every season presents new opportunities, new tournaments, new challenges, new chances to prove that she belongs among the world's best. Of course, the road ahead won't be easy. Every rising star eventually faces setbacks. Injuries, difficult losses, and moments of doubt are all part of professional sports. Even Carlos Alcaraz has experienced periods where expectations became almost impossible to satisfy. The difference is how champions respond. They don't allow one defeat to define their future. Instead, they use every setback as motivation to improve. Everything Alex has shown so far suggests she understands that mindset. She continues working on her game, gaining valuable experience, and growing more confident with every big match she plays. That's why many tennis fans believe her biggest achievements may still be ahead. Whether she eventually wins Grand Slam titles or reaches the very top of the rankings, one thing is already clear.